Hi, Jamie with UK Extension, and we're talking about shade trees to consider. And here is our wonderful native sweetgum. Absolutely beautiful plant. Sweetgum is one of the first trees many children learn to identify in collecting leaves and things because of this distinctively star-shaped leaf. It's much more star-shaped than maples and things, so this is an easy one to spot. Sweetgums they have a lot of pros and cons, quite frankly. In the right spot, they're fantastic. The growth rate is very fast, especially when young, and especially if they are in their preferred deep, rich, moist soils. But sweetgums are adaptable, but they are totally unforgiving in really droughty, rocky situations. So where you locate them is going to be very important, and probably not great choices for street trees, honestly, because that dry, rocky area is not what they would generally like. In terms of fall color, sweetgum can be one of the most spectacular sights we have in the fall, but the color is very variable. So some of the better ones I think of will be red, purple, orange, and yellow just all at once, and that's very impressive. But you can have deep maroon, you can have orange, you can have yellow, any combination of those things. And in the odd dry year, you may get no fall color whatsoever. Also, when you go to buy a sweetgum, there are name cultivars that have predictable fall color, or more or less predictable fall color, and there are seedling grown ones. And I would not buy a seedling sweetgum if you're buying for fall color unless you see it in the fall in its color, because some of them never have the ability to have nice color. The fruit, and this is where a lot of people deviate from considering sweetgum, these little gum balls. Great source of wildlife food. Wonderful for crafting and stuff. We use a lot of these in 4-H projects. But this little spiky ball, when it falls on the ground, can be very messy, and it's much like the oaks. This is not a drop with the leaves. This is a come down in small amounts all winter long. So there is no one raking and be done. They're going to continue to hang in the tree and drop slowly over a long period. There are some insect and disease problems with sweetgum, and some of them can be rather serious. Generally, if the tree is happy and in that preferred site with some moisture and good soil, you're not going to run into that as much. We've talked about that it naturally would be a floodplain species, so avoid dry areas. But if you need something fast growing and you have an area where these little gum balls dropping will not be the worst thing in the world, sweetgum's a great choice. This probably prevents it from being a really good street tree, but super fast growing, very large native tree, one of the best for fall color potentially. And sweetgums are just great if you have the right area with some good soil.